Hades didn't choose to become the god of the underworld. He was forced into it by his own brothers. And what's worse, he might actually be the most honest and fair god in all of Greek mythology. But nobody knows his real story. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you the complete backstory of Hades, from his brutal beginning to how he became the ruler of the dead. And I guarantee, by the end of this video, you'll never see Hades the same way again. But first, quick question. Do you think Hades is a villain or a victim? Drop your answer in the comments right now. We'll come back to this at the end. All right, let's start at the very beginning. And trust me, it's dark. Hades was the firstborn son of the Titans Kronos and Rhea. You'd think being the eldest would make him special, right? Wrong. The moment Hades was born, his father Kronos swallowed him whole. Not because he hated him, not because Hades did anything wrong, but because Kronos had heard a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him. So he decided to eat all of them before they could grow up. Imagine that. You're born, you take your first breath, and immediately you're trapped in your father's stomach. Hades spent years in there, in complete darkness. No light, no freedom. Eventually, his siblings joined him. Demeter, Hera, Hestia, Poseidon. But that doesn't make it better. That was Hades' childhood, inside his father. Then Zeus was born. But this time, Rhea had had enough. She tricked Kronos into swallowing a rock instead of Zeus, and hid Zeus away in secret. When Zeus grew up, he came back with a plan. He poisoned Kronos with a special mixture that forced him to vomit up all the children he had swallowed. And just like that, Hades was free. But here's the thing. Hades had just escaped one prison, and he was about to walk straight into another. How would you feel if your entire childhood was spent trapped in darkness? Let me know. Freedom didn't last long. Kronos was furious, and he rallied the Titans to destroy his children. This sparked the Titanomachy, a 10-year war between the Olympians and the Titans for control of the universe. And Hades? He fought right beside Zeus and Poseidon on the front lines. Here's what most people don't know. Hades was one of the deadliest fighters in that war. The Cyclopes forged him a special weapon, the Helm of Darkness, a helmet that made him completely invisible. Hades would sneak into Titan camps unseen, sabotage their plans, assassinate their leaders, and vanish without a trace. Zeus had lightning, Poseidon had storms, but Hades? Hades ended battles before they even started. After 10 brutal years, the Titans were defeated and cast into Tartarus. The three brothers stood victorious. They had saved the world. Now it was time to divide it. And this is where everything goes wrong for Hades. Zeus suggested they draw lots. 3 realms: the sky, the sea, the underworld. Sound fair, right? But Hades drew the shortest straw. He got the underworld, the realm of the dead, the place nobody wanted, the place with no sun, no joy, no life. Zeus got Olympus, worship, freedom, power. Poseidon got the seas, beauty, adventure, endless horizons. Hades got death. And here's the cruel part. Hades couldn't leave. The dead needed a keeper, and that keeper was him. While Zeus and Poseidon traveled freely, Hades was bound to the underworld forever. He escaped one prison, only to be locked into another for eternity. And the saddest part? Hades never rebelled, never complained, never tried to overthrow Zeus. He accepted his fate and decided to rule the underworld as best as he could. But make no mistake, Hades did not choose this. He was robbed. Despite being stuck with the worst job in existence, Hades became one of the fairest and most just gods. Unlike Zeus, who constantly cheated. Unlike Poseidon, who destroyed cities over tantrums. Hades did his job with honor. Hades judged the dead fairly. King or peasant, rich or poor, everyone faced the same justice. When Orpheus came to rescue Eurydice, Hades listened. He was moved, and he gave Orpheus a chance, something Zeus would never do. Hades didn't start wars, didn't meddle for fun. He stayed in his lane. And Persephone? Yes, the kidnapping was wrong. But in many versions, Persephone became queen by choice, ruling beside Hades as an equal, not a prize. The god everyone fears is actually the most reliable. Zeus will betray you, Poseidon will destroy you. But Hades? He keeps order. He keeps balance. He is fair. The god of death is more trustworthy than the god of the sky. Let that sink in. So here is the full story of Hades. Born and swallowed, freed and thrown into war. Wins the war, but loses the world. Forced to rule death forever, and still becomes one of the most honorable gods. Hades didn't choose darkness. Darkness was chosen for him, and he made the best of it. At the beginning, I asked, is Hades a villain or a victim? Now you know, Hades is not evil. He is misunderstood, a god who got the worst hand possible, and still played it with honor. So tell me, do you think Hades deserves more respect? Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. If this changed how you see Hades, hit that like button. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want more deep dives into Greek mythology, subscribe.